off your cellular service. We'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Alright, we're not really cold and dark shall we say, but we'll be setting up for a flight to Nashville. We're at a custom Nimbus airport here in Atlanta. So it's one of my, this is kind of the flagship custom airport, although JFK is running a neck and neck with it. It's really nice. But anyway, we're partially cold and dark. I went ahead and started. Alright, got the battery going. There's the APU. I'll get IRS's yaw damper. Oh. This is a very short flight, by the way. Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
And no, we're not. We're not going to be going that fast, okay?
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Temp's very mild. Temperature, everything. Right, go ahead and pull it in down our GPS settings. Got colors there. Okay. Good. Right, we'll be departing, and we'll go ahead and get our IFR clearance to make sure there's no changes in runway. Go ahead and get our IFR clearance from clearance.
I'll get our IFR clearance from clearance now.
Atlanta clearance. Delta. 1729. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have X-ray.
Clearance on request, you're number one. Delta 1729, Atlanta clearance, clear to Nashville via the Pencil 2 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 30010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.600, squawk 4167. Expect runway 27 right.
Alright, so no runway changes. That's what I wanted to be sure of. 27 right. And we'll be going out on the Pencil 2 departure. Our arrival should be on ILS 20 left, Swift, Jaeger. Okay. Reserve fuel is 7.5.
4.6, squawk 1575. I can expect runway 26 left, Night Rider 26.
Night Rider 26, read that correct.
Alright, passengers are loading.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Station and our global partners, welcome on board the Delta flight. As you're making your way to the Zero and out of dial as quickly as possible. Following passengers behind you, make your way to the queue as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollaboard, please place the overhead bins either wheels or handle foot on either side of the aircraft. Keep in mind that the overhead bins may be very safe. Place the bins directly above you with our control. Go ahead and utilize the next available space.
Check runway winds.
Clears delivery, FedEx.
Or 275 at 12.
IFR to Louisville with Lima.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Atlanta clearance delivery, good morning, Delta 189 for Seoul.
And V1 135 rotates 137, V2's 142. 152 here. That's what I'll put there. And we're going out on 27 right. No, excuse, yeah, 27 right. And it's just behind us. Go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance from ground.
I'll request pushback and start
Ground to
clearance
cockpit.
from ground.
Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Atlanta ground, Delta, 1729. Requesting clearance for pushback and engine start.
Delta 1729, pushback and engine start approved. Tail north.
Devices like tablets and cell phones on board at any time, as long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Delta 1056, Atlanta ground, pushback and start approved, tail north.
Pushback and start approved, tail north, 756. Atlanta ground, Delta.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Pretty heavy, Atlanta ground, push and start approved, tail north.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Engine 2.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta.
Delta. Delta.
Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign
Operation
is on,
complete.
and
Set
keep
parking
it
brake.
fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air.
Disconnecting
In the
tow.
event of
Stand
rough
by.
air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits, and remember, they
And
might be
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Taxi
Hand
clearance,
signal on the right.
please.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case. Life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
This one's got a little more pep on the ground even. Please do the takeoff briefing for us.
Departing from runway 27 right. We'll be flying the Pencil 2 departure with an initial climb clearance to 10,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with a climb to flight level 300. Weather at departure shows solid overcast at 700, but no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4167, and departure frequency will be 124.6. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Very well. Flaps are set at 5. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is set to RTO. And heading is set to the runway. We are ready for departure. Would you please get our takeoff clearance?
I'll contact Tower for our takeoff clearance.
Atlantic Tower, Delta, 1729, holding short of runway 27 right. We are ready for departure.
Delta 1729, Atlanta Tower, runway 27 right, winds 210 at 8. RNFC Park cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, RNAV C Park, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1729.
All right, N1. Forward pressure yoke. Rotate. Pause.
Gear lever up. Done.
Gear up.
Left and right wiper. Arc position. Max 200 kts. Set. Autopilot. Engage. Above 1,000 feet AGL. Set. Airspeed buff. Flaps up speed. Set. Flaps, retract.
1,000.
Above each previous flap buff.
Contact departure on 124.6.
Done. Landing gear lever, off. Set. Auto brakes, off. Set. Engine start switches 1 and 2, auto. As needed. Cabin pressure and differential, within limits.
About that overcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks.
Lights.
However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles
Left
American
and
Express
right
card
landing lights,
to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases.
Set. Left and right runway
For your
turn off
enjoyment, each
lights,
seat is
off.
equipped with your own personal entertainment system.
Set.
On it, you can
Taxi
Do a
light
selection of
off.
complimentary as well as on-demand TV
Set.
shows, movies, and music.
APU off. Check.
You'll find that this screen
Logo
will work
light
best with just a
off.
light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Right. Frequency is 109.35.
Set. Wing light off. Set. Cabin pressure differential, cab alt within limits.
Check our arrival airport. KBNA is 600 feet. We're already up about 78 miles from top of descent. there's some bad weather to the north that may give us some precip at the airport, but I don't see anything out of sorts.
Zulu Bravo 738, Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta INTL Tower. Wind 207 at 7 knots. Active arrival runway 09L. Parking gate C21 reserved. Heading bug, adjust track.
Thousand to go.
Flight 1158, abort short, runway 27, right, ready to go.
Frontier Flight 1168, Atlanta Tower, runway 27 right, hold short, 737 on the runway.
27 right, hold short, 1168.
Delta 593, welcome to Atlanta. Contact ground on 121.65.
Go ahead and get our clearance to descend on this Swift 3 arrival.
I'll request clearance to descend on the Swift 3 arrival.
Delta 1729, radar contact 12 west of Dalton Municipal Airport at flight level 290. Dalton altimeter 29908. Cleared direct lens.
Atlanta Tower. Delta 1729, requesting clearance to descend via the Swift 3 arrival.
Delta 1729, clear to Nashville via the Pencil 2 departure, then as filed. Descend via the Swift 3 arrival. Descend and maintain 19,000 feet. Altimeter 3002.
Clear to Nashville via the Pencil 2 departure, then as filed, descend via the Swift 3 arrival. Descend and maintain 19,000 feet. Altimeter 3002, Delta 1729.
Delta 1729, contact Atlanta Center on 133.175.
minutes, please prepare the cab for arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. Kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Set.
Alright, we're already no distance at all out from Nashville. This is a custom airport. I picked this up today. We'll see how it looks at night, but I just loaded it this afternoon. So this is a new airport. I got off one of the sim links, and I will send it. They seem to have a good selection of scenery.
Over to 121.65. Thank you for welcoming us to Atlanta. We'll swap. Have a good one.
We're 93 miles out. Really bad weather to our north, but I think we're gonna miss it. We'll be on the ground before it gets to us. Ooh, according to the winds, it's probably coming toward us.
Heading bug. Adjust track.
We should be okay there.
Set.
Delta 1729, contact Atlanta Center on 126.675.
It's not a long flight, by the way. We've only been in the air for 20 minutes. See what our transition looks like. We will have a transition to get in position for the runway. And we're 78 miles out now.
Delta 1729, contact Atlanta Center on 124.875.
All right. I am really anxious to see how Nashville looks now. A couple of things at Nashville look kind of funky. When I loaded it, there were some areas that look like they're under construction. So we'll see how it looks this evening. Alright, we're 60 miles outside of Nashville. Get set up for our approach. Landing altitude is already set, which is 600 feet. The elevation is 600 feet here. We'll see if we need any speed brakes along the way. I'm going to go ahead and arm the brakes there. Course headings are set to 201 to match the arrival runway.
Delta 1729, sorry about this. The runway approach slope indicator lights are being recalibrated.
Descent weather, max 3 flag level steps.
Turns. We'll get you out of there soon.
Hold it swift. Okay. We've already passed Swift.
Delta 1729, contact Memphis Center on 128.15.
See if they let us continue, or are they going to make me still hold?
Delta 1729, expect the ILS runway 2 center approach into Nashville.
try to get through this. Okay. All right, babe. And we're using 110.75.
Delta 1729, contact Nashville approach on 118.4.
All right, runway's just been changed to 02. You ready for that change?
Runways have been updated to 02. I'll handle the change.
Switch to Nashville approach on 118.4. Nashville approach, Delta 1729. Evening, descending through 14,000.
Delta 1729, Nashville approach. Good evening, Nashville. Altimeter 29905.
Good evening, Nashville. Altimeter 29905, Delta 1729.
Flaps are at 1, and we're on the descent, and we're having to move kind of fast because they changed our runway arrival, and it has shortened our approach. So 02.
Fuel facing lights, off, low pressure lights. Heading bug, adjust track. Barometric rev. Selector, in, cap and first off.
we're having to rush it up a little bit to get down to our approach altitude of 3,000.
We've got things all sorted out. Leave your hold at Swift and resume your arrival. Descend and maintain 4,000, turn left heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 2 center approach.
I had to take an extra turn to get down to the right altitude.
Turn right heading 285. Delta 1729, 8 miles from Jackson. Turn right heading 315. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 2 center approach.
Alright, now in a better position, so I've descended down to almost 3,000 now, and I'm making my final turn to Jackson, like he said.
$2,500.
Flaps are at 5. Flaps are at 10. My fault. Our VREF is 40 at 135, which is basically at X it's going to be 40 at 140. We have a crosswind at 25 knots on approach. Alright, we're almost to Jackson, waypoint Jackson, where we need to be at 3,000 feet. I've already got the approach frequency or the approach activated. We're at about 145 knots right now. Course headings are set to 2-1. Auto brake is set to 2. Ground spoiler is armed. Flaps are at full.
Delta 1729, contact Nashville Tower on 118.6 when established.
Okay, we're captured.
Delta 1729, contact Nashville Tower on 118.6.
All right, here we go. All right. Normally I would take the throttle back and start, but with the winds the way that they are, I'm leaving auto throttle active
A/P disengage, yoke button.
until I'm a little bit closer.
300. 200.
Crosswind.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
It's a rough landing.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign.
Set.
This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin.
Reverse levers. Idle 60
Please
knots.
be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit Delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles account.
Hey, Randy. Hope you're having a good night.
If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening.
That was a rough, kind of rough landing.
Flight
Made
attendants,
it,
open our doors
but
for arrival, please. Cross-check and all call.
we had a 25 knot crosswind as we were coming in, and I actually do think it had an impact. Welcome to the custom airport for Nashville. And welcome aboard to, is it Randeep? Randeep? Looks to be a very busy Nashville airport here. Right, let's do GPU. Set chocks. Set our brake. Start the external power. And cut off our fuel. A safety feature it has on the jetways is until your engines are shut down, it doesn't come out or connect. I'm always wondering why it's broke or not working. It's not. It's working just fine. I'm submitting my power app for this flight. Okay. Alright. The replay is going to be ugly. We can look at it before we go at. Let's see here. So I hit a crosswind, and I should have gone around. I don't think it was a pleasant ride to the passenger. Anyway, we made it safe. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of the plane and take a quick look at. This is the custom Nashville airport. See how it looks. I haven't taken a close look at it yet. Other than it seems like it has a lot of space. Wow. That's nice. Oh, that is Air National Guard. Nashville Airlift. God, good job, guys. That looks really nice. Cargo area. They really did put like more here. What do we have here? Wow.
Southwest 4302, turn left heading 325.
Turn left heading 325, Southwest 4302. Turn left heading 260, descend and maintain 3000 until established, cleared for the ILS runway 1020 left, approach into Nashville, Southwest 4302.
Okay, here's what I've got to say. There,
Southwest 197.
I didn't realize all they added. Like when I say added, they didn't add. They put what was here. There's the FedEx. This will usually, if I have a FedEx delivery or a shipment, I come in here. Wow. More here than I realized. Let's look at this. This is the main airport. Wow. That looks good. Okay. See, I can't see that from the airplane. Got the bridge away there. That's a Hilton. That's the hotel. Okay. All right. So, in fact, let me give you the name of this airport, or the who made it. Give them credit, because that looks really. So even at night, in particular, the night lights really set it off. So the one we're at now, okay, sorry, I'm a little slow tonight. So this is Nashville. And this is Global Art Scenery, KBNA, National International Airport.
Southwest 2371, climb and maintain flight level 280.
And the store,
level 280, Southwest 2371.
I'm going to put this link in the comments and
request IFR clearance to Indianapolis, Information Sierra, Southwest 2371.
Clearance on request, stand by.
In case anybody wants it. Let's see if I can get it in here. There it goes. So, and that's giving you the location, just the secure.simmarket.com. And if you're looking for, just want to browse, that's where there is quite a bit of scenery for Xplane 12. And I loaded several today, and they seem to, so far I have not had any issues with them, but also they were rather easy to install. They weren't complicated. So what I got today was Cincinnati. So I've got, because I do fly out of Cincinnati a lot, so I wanted to get Cincinnati. I've got Quebec, which I haven't looked closely at it yet. I want to see Quebec at night. Detroit, which that's another one I use. I fly out of frequently. Is Detroit, St. Martin, Manhattan, some more Manhattan skyline, and just some. Let's see what else. Hilton Head. I got Hilton Head and Savannah today, but they were having a sale there, and I just grabbed some scenery. So far, I like what I see. Now, usually when you've had a flight like this, just trying to go from one to the other, it's better to go out of Xplane because of either the memory leak or whatever. Sometimes on mine it can mess with me. Wow, that looks really good. That's just, it's full, like full body, the scenery. It's really good. But I want to try to see if I can switch and go somewhere else. I want to try to go to Quebec. I think that's it. Okay. And I'll pick an uncomplicated plane to see if I can just drop in and look at it.
Vision Jet 3 Sierra Juliet, contact Nashville Tower on 118.6.
Contact Nashville Tower on 118.6. Vision Jet 3 Sierra Juliet.
Velocity 0 Tango Bravo, turn right heading 245.
245, velocity 0 Tango Bravo.
Let's see if this works. Okay, it did. So this is Quebec. I just wanted to go and look at it from the outside at night, see how the illumination looks and how they did on it. Nice. That looks good. I think they did a good job on this airport too. Yeah, general aviation area. Yeah. And I'm not sure how big Quebec. I've never flown into Quebec before, but I don't have anything to compare with. But that looks really good. Once again, Xplane 12, they knock it out of the park on that nighttime illumination. When you compare it to their competitors, it just looks really good. All right. Everybody have a good night. I think I'm going to go rest. Okay. See y'all on the next one. Welcome to Nashville.